question of whether hair can taste sugar might seem odd at first, but it opens up an interesting discussion about how our bodies sense the world around us. In short, hair itself cannot taste sugar, as hair does not have the sensory receptors necessary for taste. However, there is an intriguing connection between the sensory mechanisms of taste and other parts of the body, which can involve hair-like structures in certain contexts. To understand why hair can't taste sugar, it's important to recognize how taste works. Taste is detected through specialized cells on our taste buds, which are found mainly on the tongue, and they contain receptors for 5 basic tastes: sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and umami. These receptors can detect certain molecules, such as sugar, which bind to the receptors and send signals to the brain, allowing us to experience taste. Hair, on the other hand, is made of keratin, a protein that does not contain the necessary structures to detect or process chemicals like sugar. Hair doesn't have the receptors or nerve endings involved in taste perception. However, there are other structures in the body that share a similar shape to hair, and these can sometimes be involved in sensory functions. For example, in the inner ear, there are tiny hair-like structures called stereocilia, which are crucial for hearing and balance. These microscopic hairs move in response to sound waves, but they are not involved in taste. Similarly, recent research has found that certain cells in the nose and mouth, such as those responsible for smell and taste, can have structures similar to hair cells that help detect chemical signals in the environment. However, this doesn't mean that hair itself can taste. In conclusion, while hair cannot taste sugar, the body does contain other hair-like structures that are integral to our sensory systems, enabling us to detect and interpret flavors. The idea of hair tasting sugar, while scientifically inaccurate, encourages a deeper exploration of how the body senses the world in surprising ways.